And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first bump will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Jameis now on first down. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And now Winston wants to talk this one over as he'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action. Winston. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I haven't streamed one time.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice little nifty play. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got Mike.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 36 yards for Cam Akers. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Oh, I should have blocked that.
By Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
That was bullshit. I should have blocked that. I should have blocked that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
I was on time.
Callaway, the return man. And able to get this out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tre'Quan Smith with his second touchdown of his opening quarter. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're getting...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. Also,
looking at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this possession.
The last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Oh.
That's on the guard, David Edwards. A give, running right is Akers. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Touchdown! It's complete. Beckham, 55 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First down, Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Callaway, the return man. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 36, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run, and at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Pushing through the contact. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 38 yards for Alvin Kamara. And the Saints have moved out in front. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards to pick up there. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down throw. Stafford, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
From the 50 at Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
You bitch.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Oh!
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, this is Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a crash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The busy night continues for Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 127 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Callaway, the return man. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to draw the crowd in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Winston now.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there. And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Demario Davis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On the ground, it's Akers. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? You go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Oh! And this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by David Long.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running with Kamara. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Second and 11. A give to Kamara running right. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from your wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. From the 31, Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for L.A. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man.
Oh!
Good return, able to get out across
the 45 I was going to break that bitch.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Staying on the ground in first with Kamara. And it maneuvers way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a cop.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure they have it right. Now the question is the knee and
Brown calls the fumble.
This ball comes loose.
Brown calls the fumble.
Video convincing enough to overturn
it. Brown calls the fumble.
Clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So
and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Winston. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This one from 35 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Stafford here. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. David Onyemata there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that
they've
given up in this contest.
You better
so far.
kick the field goal.
It feels like the witching hour out here.
Be smart.
Okay, stupid
kick
question.
the field
What's
goal.
the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You better kick the fucking
So
field
on
goal.
4th down, out trots the kicker.
And I'm about to block
in a big
that
spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. Oh,
Give me that.
ball. It's blocked. It's picked up.
Touchdown.
High ball here, right
Touchdown.
down the numbers.
Touchdown.
There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion, and they look at the score. They do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Again, it's Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Gets a pickup before, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Again to the fullback. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and 4th timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th and 2.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, that's a game they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Happier day.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Broadcast.